before we begin, I want in each of your groups, pick one member to represent your team. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, stand out, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this group is the one that's going to represent your group. Armando, okay, so stand up. In this group, who's going to represent your group? Alright, in this group. In this group. Alright, stand up. So, now, what's your name, gentlemen?
Harmodio.
Now, give me 3 things that you like to do. Your hobbies, passions.
I like to play video games, I like to read, and I like to write, to eat.
To eat. Video games, reading, and tweets. Those are your 3 passions. What are your 3 passions?
I'm Sophia. I guess I like swimming, I like hanging out with friends, and I like science.
So, Sophia likes to swim, likes to socialize, and likes science. What's your name? What do you like?
Jose, I like soccer, cycling, and video games.
Alright, soccer, cycling, and video games. Jose.
I'm Sophia. I love to draw, I love to dance, and I love to play piano.
Alright. Draw, to dance, and to play piano. Now, what you're going to do in just a little, like 5 more minutes, you're going to discuss or sort of brainstorm how with one of these 3 passions, doesn't have to be 3 of them, just at least with one, how can they use those passions to help a global issue? How can they use those passions? How can they put those hobbies and implement them to help a global issue or to inspire someone?
Do we write them here?
Yes.
No.
No, not yet. That's for the next
We're just going to brainstorm right now. So we're going to do a share out afterwards. So just brainstorm with here.
We can provide the materials to play soccer for kids with no resources.
History. I think the video is not as much as that. We could like get children out of the streets and dangerous areas, let's say, organize tournaments and or clubs.
Yeah, no, actually.
Following up with that, so we get children out of the streets. And then socialize with people.
I need to write them down.
Wait, just brainstorm. If you want to write them down, you can think.
Healthy eating habits. Medicine.
So with science, we're going to invent something that's going to save the world. Yeah. For socializing, we're going to bring the world together. Reunite. And then with swimming, it's like or you could go scuba diving.
¿Qué? ¿Armódio hizo qué?
We have 1 minute left. 1 minute left.
Maybe work in teams. Yeah, good.
How do you come up with?
Like soccer is one of my passions, so we decided like to go ahead and like play soccer to kids with low resources.
30 seconds.
Helping them like with health, they can socialize, and also they can learn the value of teamwork.
That's really
Eight, 7, 6, 5. Alright, time's up, guys. So, now you have 10 seconds to pick someone different and to stand up to shout the answer. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this group. What's your name?
Guys, listen.
Okay, now what do you guys thought about Armodio's passions?
Okay, Armodio has a passion for reading, so we thought we could implement education, better education about for people to read more and that. He has a passion for video games, so we thought we could have like educational video games.
Brain
Brain age and different, we have
And
gaming.
gaming.
And he loves sweets, so we thought we could implement more about the healthy eating, about the cleansing and
To prevent obesity.
how to prevent obesity and all that.
And it needs to take children out of the streets.
And to know that the healthy eating is a new medicine, so to implement all
That's
that.
great. You're pretty skinny for someone who likes to eat a lot. So now this group. Who's gonna stand up and speak?
Okay, that's about.
So her first passion was science, and so with science we could study the environment and see what the problems are, and also use that information to invent something to possibly counteract the problems that we come across. And we could use swimming. She could like do a swim and raise money for like a smile.
That's actually a really good idea.
Miles for smiles, except for with swimming. And then your third one. Socializing, right? So socializing, like bringing people together and talking about issues and
Just like
yeah, exactly.
Now I was right?
Well, we tried one of the passion is soccer, and giving them like the material to play soccer, and also to they're healthy because it's healthy to play that sport and also to socialize to each other to know and knowing them that what is teamwork and so yeah, that is that one
Right.
we chose.
Good.
So, anything that with art, we can do like recycle art with bottles, papers, cans, and with the piano, we can motivate others to play and do concerts, and we can raise funds.
Alright. You guys have great ideas. So now you can see that whether it's Armodio, Sofia, Jose, or Sofia, okay, they can be at least happy doing one of these things to help the world because it's their passion.
Okay.
Right? So now let's begin. My name is Diego.
My name is Carlos.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Miguel.
And here's brave leaders, bold choices.
Okay, so we're gonna do a quick activity right now. It's called Our Ideal Future. What we're gonna do, as you can see, you're all separated into groups. So you've already seen the problems, the global issues that you have in the papers. So right now, you're gonna discuss with your groups this question: how do you design an ideal future with an unlimited budget? You're gonna have 10 minutes. We're gonna be walking around, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. So
remember, you have an unlimited budget. Don't think about money. Just
yeah,
let your
you
sky's
can
the
write, you can draw, whatever you want to make your point across.
Any questions before we begin?
Any questions?
So when the music stops.
Don't we have are they all the same or they?
No, each group has a different level.
Oh, but these two are the same.
Oh yeah, like you can do run out of space, you can join here, study here. Yeah, so this is the second one.
Stop cutting down the rainforest for how long
Like make trash, like when you throw trash into a trash can, make it into.
Raise awareness.
Okay, so one more song.
Buy a huge billboard in New York.
Recaudar a personas, like volunteers.
Where everyone's
But the point is, so at 5, when the clock hits 5 o'clock, you guys shut out.
something that like desalination.
Okay, you that's Finland. We play teachers so well, but then best education system.
We don't care about the money. We're create a retirement.
Exactly, that's why we pay better teachers. That's why we pay teachers better. Remember,
Get everyone
no, that's not the same.
One pay better to the teacher. More pay
No more like
And also you need like major operations to clear out all the plastic islands.
Oh, we have oh my gosh, we could literally plus spaceships and like they send out all of the plastic on some random planet. It's
That's just creating a problem for another planet.
More like sending. More like sending the trash into the sky.
It's a terrible idea. Send a bird. It's a really terrible idea. It's like the idea of sending it to somewhere else and then when they just send it like somewhere else. Yeah, no, it's they just fly in the air. Like it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, supposedly they there's this program that does that. They already tried that at sending the trash to but
I end up slapping you. Not bad.
yeah, they have to do that.
First read okay.
But then it will
The problem with like peacekeeping that is so hard. Yeah.
But also have monitoring
I like that. I like that.
minutes more. Oh, you have 5 minutes more. Oh, you have a minute. Oh, whatever.
Alright guys, so now the youngest person of your group has to share now, so.
So who's the youngest?
How old are you?
Okay.
I wasn't born.
Sorry. Okay, so let's start. Calm down. Okay, so we're gonna start with this group. Are you the youngest? Okay. Cheryl, tell us what your problem was, and then how you can solve it. Like what I can. Yeah. Say up so that everyone can see yourself.
For poverty and our ideas were a better education, solar roads that provide energy, to build houses, raise awareness, recruit volunteers or workers, spread publicity and get sponsors, better pay for teachers, make it mandatory to volunteer, donate money, provide materials like clothes and food, and subsidies to people in poverty.
That's pretty good.
Alright, for you now, from that table, who's the youngest? Right, sure.
Okay. Tell us about your problem.
For renewable energy, we could have solar panels, windmills, and like wave energy.
But what was your problem?
Global warming.
Okay.
Solar cars, like cars with solar panels on them. We could have filtration systems for like the cars in factories. And more education and infrastructure to recycle e-waste. And then compost everywhere, and buildings made from repurposed trash. And completely get rid of plastic.
Alright, that's great. That's one of the things we're doing. Get rid of plastic.
Thank you.
Now from this group, who's the youngest?
Our problem was peacekeeping, conflict prevention, and combat tourism. The one solution we have is like make conference, like to hire speakers and trainers for all countries to be more friendly and less aggressive, and also they can like discuss like friendly relationships. And the second option with the unlimited budget is to have a squadron of drones, the air drones,
You have an unlimited budget?
to monitor the city from air. The sensory drones, we can put the sensory drones on important buildings for tourists. They can monitor the heartbeat, like if this rise, like it's suspicious. And satellites, you know what a satellite do?
Yes.
That's
budget, seriously.
We came up with this idea of people that hunt animals just for fun, and that's because of extinction of some animals. So we can like, I don't know, do some laws or like rules to protect animals and the environment from hunting just for fun, or like when you kill an animal and instead of, I don't know, taking it for food, you just like leave it in there, or you take a picture and, I don't know, put it on Facebook or Twitter. So maybe some laws to protect the animals and the environment from
And what was your problem?
or what?
Like the issue?
Oh, the problem is about the biodiversity of animals that we're lost, like losing all the species.
okay. Thank you.
Great.
Okay.
So now let's begin with our presentation part of the workshop.
Okay, for just 1 second, let's do something. Let's fast forward to the future, the Columbus future. This is what our ideal future would look like. Students have stopped bringing plastic to the school, and the school has stopped selling single-use plastic at the cafeteria. A group of students and administration members have worked together to decrease the school's carbon footprint by choosing less harmful ways to produce energy, such as solar panels that will power the cafeteria, the computers, cell phones, and the computer labs. And teachers and students will work together to maintain the school's ecological initiatives, such as the greenhouse and the plant nursery that will hold native plants that we will later plant on the school grounds.
That's a great feature.
Okay, our beginnings. This journey started in 2011 in Lima, Peru. We came to Lima talking about war, because that's the harsh reality in Colombia. But we came out with the idea that us as students, we could empower ourselves to create real change in the world. And next year, we went to Sao Paulo. And in there, we got the idea of plastic, about how it's harmful, and then we started thinking about plastic at school, collecting and recycling. Next year, in San Jose, Costa Rica, we went and we met this guy, Manuel Maqueda. He created the foundation of Plástico Mata, which creates awareness about plastic and why it's harmful. And then we got the idea that we didn't need to recycle plastic, we needed to eliminate plastic. Because always it's bad things for both human health and the environment. And then we started working on the Columbus School in this, about eliminating plastic. And in the Dominican Republic, we got the idea of thermoses. If we're going to take away plastic bottles, we have to replace them for something. And that something was water bottles, all aluminum, no plastic, which we will refill in water fountains like the ones they have here, and we're going to install at the college.
So, our fight against plastic has been hard, and we recycled tons of bottles, but still our main purpose was to get rid of all of the plastic. Each semester, we used to collect the bottles for recycling, and we used to collect more than 50,000 of them every 6 months. This year, we were able to eliminate the vast majority of them for a new cafeteria, which is not only good because we made our first step for the fighting against plastic objective, but also to improve the health of our students because we just eliminated the soda bottles. Diego later on will show you some statistics and graphs of the reusable materials. With the help of Columbus and past gym conferences, we were able to make some changes for the good of the school. Some examples could be the first installations of the water fountains, new biodegradable paper cups, and also changing the type of paper we use today at the school, which is sugarcane paper. It has a long-term effect that will stop and decrease deforestation. Additionally, we encourage other institutions to work with us, like the kids from El Paro. It is a preschool for local communities that is sponsored by the school. The government that has helped us plant native plants, and you can see it in here, it's a wax palm native to Colombia. Also, the transition of the science fair to an environmental fair in high school, 2020 seminar classes, 20 global issues, 20 solutions. The STEM sphere that focuses on resource sustainability, and a class dedicated on global studies in middle school. And again, our main achievement was the elimination of plastic soda bottles. Here is the logo of Columbus where we posted all around the school. So this was last year, and this was one semester where we collected tons of bottles. Now, here you can see us again planting the trees, the new cafeteria where you won't find any plastic soda bottles, the first water fountains, and our collection the first semester this year.
So now some visible results that you can see if you go to Columbus, things that you can see. First off, the trash cans. If you compare it from 2013 and 2014, the contents of the trash cans were mixed, because one misplaced item in the recycling bin can ruin the whole batch. So there's still, that typical guy who just throws it just because it's a trash can. We can't ever get rid of those, but there's been an increase in, they're actually putting the right stuff that each container has in the trash can. So they're improving, our students are improving. They should give themselves a pat in the back. Now, plastic elimination, we have seen, again, compared to last year, is that many of our students are now bringing their own water thermos. So you can see the transition from the biodegradable cup to the plastic bottles to thermoses. So that's something really good that we're seeing from our students. Now some statistics. We went to Juan Fernando Mesa, which is the guy in charge of maintenance, and he gave us these statistics from the school. And these are posted around the hallways so students can see. You can see, this is a graph from 2013 and 2014. We don't have one from 2015 yet. But you can see this great part right here is the recyclables. And in 2013, we recycled around 10.7%. and in 14 we recycled 19.1%. Now that might seem like a lot, but taking in mind that we have over 500 students in the high school, that's a lot. So the next one is water usage, water statistics. This is from 2012 to 2015, the first semester. So here was when we introduced eColumbus, and you can see that there was a good decrease in water usage. We didn't waste that much water. Now this part right here wasn't us. This wasn't our fault. This was because during that time, the school was suffering through some pipe issues. But yeah, you can see how it's going back again, like you want, like. So that's the water statistics.
Okay, so how we did it? This was quite a big plan. It was a two-part plan. First, we have to create awareness in 3 different groups: students, teachers, and administration members. And then we create action with same students, teachers, and administration members. In here, first part, we create awareness, and these are administration members. As you can see, if you zoom in, this is the middle school principal, our superintendent, the Columbus coordinator, Fernando Mesa. We talk to them, we show them about what we have learned about plastic in Costa Rica, in Dominican Republic, and we told them why we wanted to eliminate plastic. And once they saw the harms of plastic, they agreed with us. And here you can see they're actually signing a contract that says they will commit to eColumbus, to our initiatives, and they will support us. These are some of our middle school eColumbus members actually presenting the plastic presentation. And then we made the student presentations. Overall, we presented to more than 1,000 students from elementary, middle school, and high school. And we also presented to teachers. We showed the same presentation. We sent the same presentation so that students also would create awareness. And when this was before taking away plastic from the cafeteria, so that when we took away plastic, when we took away their sodas, they would understand why we're doing this for the greater good of the world.
Okay, so this is what we are working on. First of all, we're working on more gym participation, so we're encouraging more of our students in the school to become leaders in our school, to participate in activities that they want to and that help the world, so that we can create more teams and they can come to gym conferences and explain what they are doing in their schools. Then we are also collecting money to build a greenhouse that we have already planned out. This greenhouse is going to contain, is going to give us vegetables that we're going to sell in our community, and with this money that we'll collect, we're gonna be able to fund other initiatives that we have in our school. We're also gonna install solar panels. Right now we're working really small. We're first gonna install solar panels in our cafeteria to power microwaves and small electronic devices. And right now we have plant nurseries that have native plant species from Colombia that we hope will populate the school real soon.
Okay, so now think back on the activity you guys did with the unlimited budget. Now, what if I told you that in reality most schools have little to no budget? You know, you couldn't have satellites or a massive drone army. So the truth is that many of the schools think about many other things before focusing on helping out that group of students in the gym team. However, by having fundraisers and different ways to earn money, you can achieve slowly but surely your various ideas that you mentioned, especially the drone army. That could be possible, although it would take a lot of time.
And
That would be really good.
fundraising money.
That would be an interesting workshop. So yeah, just you're not gonna have to shut up, but just take a few seconds to think about what you guys said and how harder it would be if you guys did not have that unlimited budget. So yeah, next we have a special announcement to make.
Yay!
Next year.
Yay.
Yeah! Next year, we're going to host from March 10th to 12th, 2016, in our school a gym conference, and we're going to show to them their workshop a small trailer, literally 55 seconds trailer. Our school, which we hope you guys will come
See, that would have been in this one.
and have lots of fun. So are you guys
We could
ready?
do a lot of that stuff.
Spaghetti. That's
And then we could ask kids to do it all in their own schools. And then in the robotics class, we build it.
okay. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
A lot of schools have robotics.
I got into robotics.
Yeah, wow.
It's one more thing.
Cool.
All right, so.
That was good. Did you guys like that? Yeah, they worked.
Any comments, questions?
Suggestions?
You're all invited to our gym.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Okay, so any questions? Comments?
Any suggestions you would like to see in the gym conference in 2016?
Yeah.
And activities?
No vegan food.
Sounds like you guys did some really awesome work to eliminate plastic, which is great because it sounds like you did the steps that it takes to tell people and not just take it out overnight because people get really nervous about that and they don't want to help you, right? I was wondering, did you investigate the recycling anymore? Like, how did you deal with promoting recycling while promoting the elimination of plastics? Because sometimes people feel like those are opposite requests.
Yeah.
You know, like if I can just recycle it, why is it a big deal?
Yeah.
So how did you deal with that? And then my next question is, did you guys look at to who your recycling company is in Colombia and what they are doing with the plastic? So it's 2 questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, your first question, we did,
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
How do you
yeah.
deal with like encouraging people at your school to recycle while encouraging them to not use plastic? Did you
Okay.
like did those things ever get mixed up in the
Yes.
messaging?
They did.
With
Okay.
the elimination of soda balls, they got really mad.
Tell me
Yeah.
more about that story. Yeah.
We'll tell, okay, so first of all, we encouraged them, we showed them how to, the maintenance workers actually came to the students and did a presentation for them.
A play.
A play.
Uh-huh.
They made up a play and it was awesome, it was
Uh-huh.
great. It was,
Water
They-
consumption, mainly?
yeah, it was
Or
water
recycling?
consumption and recycling, and they pretended to be students, and they went out to recess, and they left all the trash out.
Awesome.
They didn't even like put it in the trash, no. They just left the trash out, and they then they told the students like, this is what you do. This is like, actually you like leave the trash just on the floor. So we want you, like we are asking you politely. It's like, please put the trash in the correct places, and then they showed them like, this goes here, this is what
They were supposed to do.
what they were supposed to do.
So like you can see the difference. They could have just had a boring old presentation with PowerPoint telling them that, but the most important thing when telling someone how to do something is the way you show them. So that play, that thing was really.
Did it work?
Yeah, yeah, it did.
Okay.
People
Yeah, as
were
you've
like
seen-
shocked about it.
Before, like many times, the recycling bins could not be recycled because people would throw in things that were not supposed to be there. And now, as you see, like the numbers for recycling have gone up dramatically, drastically, which is really cool.
Yeah, and in the presentation we did explain that that plastic doesn't actually don't degrade, but it's photo degrades, so it gets every time smaller and smaller. And if you recycle it, you down recycle it, because you cannot make a plastic bottle out of a plastic bottle. You gotta make tires, you gotta make the wrapping, yeah. So each time the quality goes down, and that's why recycling is not such a good idea. But the things that once we limit plastic, some students will still bring like the plastic soda bottles from home, so that the recycling in here came helpful, because then they will put the plastic in the correct container, even though the plastic didn't come from the cafeteria, but from home. So yeah, we still have plastic, but it's just mainly the one students bring from home.
Because you have to notice that we, like in a semester, we used to collect like more than 50,000 bottles per semester, and that was like scary. That was scary. So, and now we are only selling like water bottles, because like, that's the only healthy.
And with the implementation of water fountains, the ones in here, that problem will be solved. Yeah.
Yes, we hope to eliminate every plastic bottle, everything that's in a plastic bottle.
Yeah, solving the cafeteria.
And as you can see, the papers you're using now, those are the papers that we use in our school.
Yeah, that's your working paper.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
I have a question.
yeah.
So I was wondering how does your school, because our school we have vending machines basically, so like you put money and you get snacks and they're all wrapped in plastic, and I know if we tried to get rid of it, we might.
It would be an utter disaster.
Yeah. It would just be awful, but so did you guys have any stuff like that?
Yes, we had two.
Because we have soda machines and
We had, we had those.
Yeah.
The soda machines, the vending machine of the soda is gone.
We just have like candy vending machine.
Yes.
And we're also working on it.
The thing, actually, we're not yet, because they just built a new cafeteria, so they're actually, people are not using it as much, because they have more healthy choices in the new cafeteria. Like the new cafeteria have no, can't buy sodas, so there's only like juices and water and things like that. So people are not using the vending machines as much as they used to.
The soda bottles, many of the students weren't the happiest fellows ever. But, time has passed, and they got over it, they dealt with it.
Do they bring like sodas from school? From
home, yeah, some they do.
Yeah.
But as long as the source is not the school,
Sometimes they do.
They're doing, we actually have a new problem.
they're like doing
Because-
gambling. They're bringing soda balls and
They're,
selling them.
yeah, selling them. We created a market.
How about if they, in the cafeteria, they sold like sodas, but in the glass?
Because we wanted to improve the health of our students.
But we also tried that. But the Juan Fernando Mesa, the guy in charge of maintenance, thought that a bunch of teenagers with glass wasn't a great idea, so he didn't allow it.
Can I speak in Spanish?
Ya claro, por supuesto.
El Tetra Pak, ¿ustedes lo reciclan?
El Tetra Pak no se reciclaba en nuestro colegio, pero porque no, la compañía que nos reciclaba a nosotros no lo aceptaba.
Si no tenía servicio.
No tenía el servicio para Tetra Pak. Pero we're not selling Tetra Pak anymore. Like,
No venden Tetra Pak.
we
No.
we do not sell,
like
like,
uses were you sell? Like you sell in glass?
juices,
Paper
oh no,
cups.
in paper cups. That we
Like
can.
natural uses.
Yes. Anti.
And tea.
Ok, la pregunta es porque nosotros allá en Santo Domingo sí reciclamos Tetra Pak. Teníamos contacto con Tetra Pak, la multinacional, Tetra Pak dominicana. Ellos tienen allá en República Dominicana una planta donde ellos reciben todo el Tetra Pak, lo reciclan y construyen con esos objetos como bancos y como unos techos así parecidos al zinc.
Sí.
O sea, es-
Nosotros no es reciclar, hacemos como upcycle,
Sí.
hacer algo. Entonces, es imposible reciclar Tetra Pak porque es como plástico y papel y uno puede como quitar todo, entonces es imposible como reciclar de verdad.
No, ellos
Sí.
como bancos,
Yeah.
como unos techos.
Because like
Estamos quitando
I think you should do the gases.
Estamos todo el día haciendo plástico de nuevo para hacer más cosas. Entonces, no estamos como cerrando
Thanks. Sure. Thanks.
Eso es como así. Sí,
So thank you all for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank
I
you.
hope you had a great time.
Tío Lucas de Frutilupis, no me acuerdo.